Hello and welcome to Elecspo, and today we're talking about Erling Haaland and Kylian Mbappe. The duo are two of the best young players in world football right now and have been heavily linked with the move to Real Madrid next summer. But what would happen if both Erling Haaland and Kylian Mbappe moved to the Bernabeu? Well, using Football Manager 2021, I'm going to make it happen. As of right now, Mbappe and Haaland are Real Madrid players. But there's a twist. They're both forwards who are incredible in front of goal, but what if they both lost their finishing ability? Using the editor, I've changed both players' finishing rating, Mbappe to a 1 and Haaland's to a 2. So while Real Madrid have signed two top-class superstars, both of them will be barely able to finish their dinner. Let's dive into the simulation and see how Mbappe and Haaland get on at Real Madrid with no finishing ability between them. Okay, here we are at the start of the simulation. As you can see, Erling Haaland, here he is, the Real Madrid number 9. With a finishing rating of 2. I mean, everything else is still untouched. His composure's great, he's strong, he's fast. Long shots are alright there, 13. First touch is great. And he can take a penalty as well. The only thing he can't do is finish. But with such power and pace and composure and anticipation, he might still do alright. I've still got high hopes for Erling Haaland here. As for Kylian Mbappe, as you can see, his finishing rating is just 1. Even worse than Haaland's. I mean, it's half as good. But like I say, he's still absolutely rapid. He can dribble, he can touch the ball well at the first time of asking. He's got great technique, and he's great off the ball as well. Kylian Mbappe's got so much going for him, and he can play on both flanks, that the finishing ability might not... It'd probably be less of a hindrance to him than it might be to Haaland. But even with low finishing abilities, I think they'll both do absolutely brilliantly. And they've still got potential, so that finishing can... I mean, it can only get better. For Haaland, it could get worse, but... Christ, I've got a frog in my throat. Sorry about that, don't know what happened. Anyway, as I was saying, the finishing ability can get better. Haaland's could get slightly worse, but it's not going to. There is room for improvement here. These two players are going to absolutely fly at Real Madrid. I mean, if they don't, it's going to be quite embarrassing. But let's dive a year into the future. Let's see how they get on in their first year at the Bernabeu. Okay, here we are a year into the future, and even with a finishing rating of just 2, Erling Haaland has won the Golden Boot. 25 La Liga goals, putting him 5 clear of Maxi Gomez in second. Erling Haaland, the second best player in the division with 8.07. Just behind Lionel Messi, who I forgot to put him at PSG, but that doesn't matter because at the end of the day, it was actually Atletico Madrid who won the title. They came top with 82 points, 1 ahead of Real Madrid. That means despite winning the Golden Boot, Erling Haaland isn't a La Liga winner. What about Kylian Mbappe? How's he got on? Let's have a little look at the players' general info. That's what I'm looking for. No, it's not. I want the selection info. That's the ticket. Average rating, we'll go from that. Erling Haaland, the best player at the club, 39 goals in all competitions. That's despite the fact his finishing rating was only 2. I mean, it might have improved. It's already up to 4. He's already getting better. 39 goals is absolutely ridiculous. He's finished ahead of Kylian Mbappe, who himself got 21 goals. Even though we tore their finishing ability to absolute shreds, both players are still absolutely sensational in front of goal. Between them, they got 60 goals in all competitions. That is absolutely frighteningly good. 16 in La Liga for Kylian Mbappe. That's 9 shy of what Haaland got. Have they won any trophies? Let's have a little look. Obviously, we know they came second in La Liga. Elsewhere, they won the Super Cup, beating Sociedad in the final. The Spanish Cup, they won that. They beat Atletico in the final. 2 goals from Erling Haaland. On that night, he did finish his dinner. Champions League, they won that as well. A 2-0 win over Manchester United. And Erling Haaland getting on the score sheet. He played well, and Mbappe played well. It's been a great time all round for these two players. And just think how much better they would be if they had a finishing rating that wasn't absolutely embarrassing. I mean, I'm going to click on someone, for example, Eder Militao. His finishing rating is 8. He's a centre-back, and his finishing rating is 8. That's loads better than what Haaland and Mbappe have got, yet they've still scored 60 goals between them. Let's have a little look at Mbappe, because I didn't look at what his rating rose to. Where is Mbappe? There's the man. He's up to a 2 now, so he's twice as good as he was at the start of the season. So Mbappe's on a 2, and Haaland's on a 4. But what matters is they are now Champions League and Spanish Cup winners. Season 1 they've both got, well no they haven't both, between them they've got 60 goals. It's been an incredible start for one of the hottest young duos in world football today. I mean, they're not ant and dec, they're not quite a duo yet, they've probably haven't crossed paths that often. But they're a duo now at Real Madrid, and that's all that matters. Let's simulate another year into the future. Let's see how they get on in year 2. Okay, here we are in year 2, and while Mbappe and Haaland haven't won a golden boot, they are both La Liga champions. Real Madrid top of the pile this season with 90 points, and Mbappe was the best player in the league with an 8.1. But neither of them got more than 18 goals in La Liga. Let's have a look at Mbappe, see how many goals he got. He's no longer the number 7 for some reason, he's down as number 18. And this season, he actually only got 8 La Liga goals. In total, he only managed 12 goals in all competitions, which is more like what I was expecting. But his average rating's still incredible, 8.10. In terms of finishing, we're still only at a 2, which isn't very good, and explains why he's only scored 12 goals. As for Erling Haaland, let's have a little look at him. He's got 16 goals, so his tally has dramatically gone down. Finishing rating's still a 4, in all competitions, 16 goals, 9 of which coming in La Liga. So while Season 1 was an absolute breeze with 60 goals between them, Season 2 has been a lot more difficult. The goals haven't flowed. They haven't scored as many as normal. 16 in all competitions for Haaland, 12 in all competitions for Mbappe. In total, quick maths, that is 28 goals, which is 32 shy of what they had last season. Have they at least won a few more trophies? Spanish Cup, they won that again, so it's been a League and Cup double. But the Champions League, they exited early at the first knockout round stage, losing to Inter Milan 2-1 on aggregate. They also lost the European Super Cup, being beaten 1-0 by Tottenham Hotspur, a game where Haaland, he was okay with a 7, and Mbappe, Real Madrid's best player, with a 7.7. The duo, still the two best players at the club, but the goal return is slightly worrying. Is it going to just consistently get worse throughout this simulation? Let's go into year 3, let's see what happens then. Okay, here we are at the end of Season 3, and Real Madrid have won back-to-back La Liga titles, and not only that, but the goals are flowing once again. Erling Haaland winning his second La Liga golden boot with an incredible 32 league goals. Unsurprisingly, he was the best player in the division with an 8.31, just ahead of Kylian Mbappe. So even though he hasn't scored as many Mbappe, he has been the second best player in the division. Let's check Haaland out, see how many got in all competitions, finishing still only a 4, but to get 32 goals in the league is absolutely incredible. In total, he got 40 goals in all competitions, 7 of which came in the Champions League. As for Mbappe, how many has he got? Let's have a little look. Finishing still only a 2, 12 goals in the league, 18 in all competitions, 6 in the Champions League, so it looks like Real Madrid have gone far in the Champions League based on that. But Mbappe, for a second season in a row, hasn't hit more than 20 goals. I mean, he's still doing great. Let's not dumb it down here. Between them, they've done absolutely brilliantly. 52 goals in total, so again, it's not quite as many as the first season. But I mean, Christ, Haaland getting 32 goals is absolutely sensational. Let's have a look at Real Madrid's schedule. Actually, we'll have a look at the players first. And unsurprisingly, it's Haaland and it's Mbappe at the top of the pile. Average ratings 8 and above. They are absolutely miles ahead of anyone else in this squad. They're higher than Dwight McNeil, who's frighteningly good. How's Dwight McNeil playing for Real Madrid and scored 15 goals? That's absolutely amazing. Also in this team, we've got Matej Nastasic, a Manchester City flop. We've got Ozan Kabak, a little bit of a Liverpool flop. David Raya, the Brentford goalkeeper. What a random little team Real Madrid are putting together here. And it's a team that has won back-to-back La Liga titles. What else have they? Christ, what a strong start it was. They started the season with a 2-0 win over Atletico Madrid. Then Haaland got a hat-trick. Christ, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The first 7 goals that Real Madrid scored in La Liga this season were all scored by Erling Haaland. The first time they had a game that they didn't win all season was against Lazio on the 26th of October. The first time they didn't taste victory in the league was against Real Sociedad on the 17th of January. The first time they lost in the league was to Real Betis in February. What a season it's been for Real Madrid. But interestingly, they were beaten in the Spanish Cup semis by Real Betis in February. As for the Champions League, they only made it to the quarter-finals. I thought they'd done better than they had, but they were beaten in the quarter-finals in shocking fashion on away goals to Lazio, losing 5-5, with obviously Lazio winning on away goals, as I've just said. But on a personal level, Haaland and Mbappe have been absolutely out of this world, particularly Haaland, getting 40 goals. Perhaps last season was just a bit of a blip. Even with terrible finishing stats, they're still absolutely lethal in front of goal. That is why Haaland and Mbappe are two of the best young strikers in the game today. I'm going to give this simulation 3 more years. I'm going to go to the summer of 2026. Let's see how many more goals these two absolute phenomenons can score with absolutely awful finishing ratings. I said absolutely a lot of times there, haven't I? Let's move on. Okay, here we are 3 more years into the future, and Real Madrid have won 2 more La Liga titles. They had one blip where they finished 3rd in 2024, but they've just won another 2 back-to-back titles, and Erling Haaland is actually the Real Madrid captain. Let's have a little look. The league, the golden, I was going to say it was shared, but it wasn't. Haaland with 33 La Liga goals, finishing 10 clear of Mbappe, who came second with 23. Haaland the best player in the league, Mbappe the second best player. This duo are taking Real Madrid to absolutely outrageous heights. They've also just won a Champions League. I mean, have they won any more? Let's have a little look. European Champions Cup, no, they've just won it in 2026. Spanish Cup, they won that in 25 and 26. Real Madrid have been absolutely ridiculous, quite frankly. Let's have a little look at that Champions League final. They beat Manchester City, and it wasn't actually goals from Mbappe or Haaland that won it. Instead, it was Dejan Kulusevski. Spanish Cup though, Haaland scored, that's good though. In the semi-finals, they beat Barcelona. Erling Haaland with an 87th minute winner, sending Los Blancos into the final, where Kulusevski won them the European Cup. Let's check the duo out, see how many goals they've scored. Haaland is a wanted man. He is wanted by Paris Saint-Germain, finishing still only a 4. Christ, every season. Obviously, the last one we looked at was 32. In the past 3 seasons, every year he's netted 33 La Liga goals. In 2024, 40 goals in all competitions. In 2025, 45 goals in all competitions. And in the most recent season, 44 goals in all competitions. Over 6 seasons of this simulation, Erling Haaland has scored an absolutely ridiculous 233 goals for Real Madrid, with a finishing rating of just 4. I mean, look at his composure. 20, anticipation 18. His heading's only 15. Other than his finishing, he's absolutely out of this world. And that finishing rating hasn't hindered him at all. I mean, I don't think he would have been much better if his finishing was a 20. The amount of goals he's scored is absolutely ridiculous. Let's have a little look at Mbappe, see how many he's got. In the past 3 seasons, he got 18 in 2024, 27 in all competitions, which was actually his best tally so far at the time. The next season, 22 goals in all competitions, and the season after that, the most recent season, 27 goals in all competitions. In total, Mbappe hasn't scored quite as many as Haaland, but he's still done well for himself. He's still topped a ton. He's got 127 goals for Los Blancos. Between the two of them, they have been, quite frankly, untouchable. Mbappe's still only got a 2 for finishing, but the amount of trophies these two have won at Real Madrid, absolutely incredible. And every season they've been the best 2 players at the club. There was a twist in this simulation. We're trying to shackle Haaland and Mbappe, and it hasn't worked at all. If Real Madrid sign these 2 players next summer, we might as well call it quits, because there's no way Real Madrid aren't going to win absolutely everything. We will leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. As always, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Elecspo, and until next time, we will see you around.